It's now 3 weeks since the detour around the Bayswater station was changed, and for some reason, whoever's in charge of the detour and the signage hasn't bothered to really sort it out. Now, I'm not talking about the sign which is lying on the ground. I don't know why that's there. And I'm not talking about signage which hasn't been removed where this path has clearly been demolished. I don't know what's going on there. What I'm talking about is the maps. Now, apparently there's been a map here for quite some time, and it's the most uselessly placed map ever. I mean, look how far away it is from where you actually stopped across the road. What's that, 5, 6 meters? I didn't even know there was a map here until I had a really close look at it this week. I went back and forth through the site, slowly looking everywhere for maps, and that was the only one I could find, and I really, really, really had to look for it. So my way of thinking where you should have a map is as you approach the detour, I would stick one there with a big sign saying detour, bang in some star pickets, print off a nice big, I don't know what size that is, but a big corflute size map and put it there. Don't stick a map over there when not only can no one see it, but it's very difficult to get to. So for me, what would I have to do to go and read that map? I'd have to dismount, push the bike down the path, stop, lean over all sorts of junk, because there's all sorts of junk in front of it, and then try and read a map that's on an angle, and it's a small sign. I mean, look at the size of that, what they've printed out, compared to the yellow road sign in front of it. It's not an easy map to read. Now, you try pulling your phone out and having a look at that map on your phone, and then try and work out where you're supposed to be going. It's almost impossible. So I did, in fact, for once, go over and have a look at it on my way back. And as you can see, I had to cross over here, lift the bike across the curb, and then pull my phone out to take a photo of the map, because I couldn't actually read it standing there. I had to bring it home, blow it up on my computer, and then have a close look at it to really understand what the map was telling me. It's not a good map, and it's not well located, and it's the only one. So, that's just really, really shoddy workmanship, if you ask me. You know, you could do much better than that. So anyway, here's the sign, and there's another problem with it. Firstly, it says, go to Metronet, to see the new maps. Well, I went to Metronet, couldn't find them, had to actually go to Building for Tomorrow. So it took me quite a few minutes of searching. You'd think these days with Google and all the rest of it, it'd take you 2 seconds to find it. No, I had to go manually hunting for this map. This is the latest map. This is what's online, and it clearly shows actually where the detour is today. But there's a really clear problem. And if you look at this map, which has been up for some time, and you compare it to the current map, which is online, you can see it's out of date. So no one has bothered to go and print off the new map and replace the old map, which is on site. And when I blew this up on my computer and had a close look, you can actually see that where we're supposed to cycle, it says no cycling. So what's the point of that? Take this map down, print off some new maps, and put them in, better locations where people can actually stop and read them, put them in useful places. This current map setup reminds me of, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and the problems Arthur Dent had with the council when his house was being demolished, and he, wrote this short thing about it, about just how hard the council made it for him to find the plans. And essentially, they put them in the cellar, they took away the stairs, they removed the light bulb, they locked it up in a filing cabinet in a disused toilet, and they stuck a sign on the door saying, "Beware of the leopard." And that seems to be the philosophy that's been taken here, is, we're going to put up out-of-date maps in a location where you can't find the maps, and then if you actually do find the map and try and read it, then you can't read it, and we're going to provide you with out-of-date information. That's just pretty crummy all round, and it needs a real cleanup. This is just not good enough.